कॉफ़ी टाइम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मैं हूँ असमा और आप देख रहे हैं मौसम काफ़ी ठंडा हो गया है, बादल छाए हुए हैं। तो जब बादल छाते हैं तो इंसान कहता है कि आज पकौड़ा बनाएं। तो पकौड़ा बनेंगे आज। देखें किन किन चीज़ों की ज़रूरत पड़ती है और हम पकौड़ा कैसे बनाते हैं। The ingredients, the base of course for our pakora is a vegetable pakora. So what I have here is just finely chopped onions and potatoes. That's all. So onions and potatoes finely chopped, peeled, washed, chopped. This is the base of our pakora, and onto this I am going to add chopped coriander. So finely chopped coriander, quite a lot of coriander in there, and into the coriander I'm going to throw in some, again, finely chopped green chilies. You can add green chilies as you desire based on how hot you want the pakoras to be. Then we come to the spices, and the spices, which the dry spices जो हमने डालने हैं, dry spices. I am going to simply add some salt. So again, this is to your taste. Some dried red chilli. So this is a dried red chilli that has been crushed in the spice grinder. I will also add some black pepper, and I usually add ajwain, which is, in English it's called lovage seeds. Yeah, you heard me right, lovage seeds. So these are ajwain, and ajwain is added in, kind of crushed in your fingers if you have a quick look at the ajwain. And what this does is, because we are going to use gram flour, बेसन जिसे कहते हैं, बेसन से अंदर हवा पैदा होती है, तो what ajwain does is it helps to reduce the air or wind in your stomach as you're eating the pakoras. So we tend to add this to, I will usually add this to anything which I make with besan or gram flour. So that's all the kind of masalas being thrown in. I'll give this a quick mix, just test to see that the spices are in properly, and then I will move on to giving this a good mix. So usually I would mix this up before adding the besan, adding the gram flour. So that's what I'm going to do just now, just give this a quick mix, and that gives me an idea of the spice that I need to add in, or if I need to add some more in. So this is, as you can see, it's not looking very coloured at all, so it means that I am going to add more of my spices. Now, I don't have a lot of these crushed green chilies, so I'm just going to add all of these in. I'll do the surface area test on them. So surface area, basically just cover the surface with the red chilli, and that tells me that there's enough within there. I'll add some more black kali mirch, black pepper as well. Okay, so I've got this Shan packet of chaat masala, so I'm just going to add some chaat masala. There's not a lot in this one. This packet's just about finished, so I'll use all of this. The chaat masala does have a kind of funny smell to it when you add it to your foods, but once it cooks really nicely. Okay, so that's the chaat masala has been thrown on, and now I'm going to add some anardana powder onto this as well. And anardana powder, again, it has a kind of chatpata taste to it, which is quite nice. That'll give you a nice taste to your pakoras. And now again, give this a quick mixy again. And it's looking a bit more spicy looking now. Now you notice as I've added the salt to the onions release their water, and as they're releasing the water, we are now going to add the besan or gram flour. If you're purchasing this in the shops, it's known as gram flour. Now at this point you could add other things such as corn flour. The corn flour makes it a bit more crispy, but I will keep the besan more sticky, which means it will remain quite crispy anyway. I'll give this a quick shake around just to make sure that it's ready. If you added baking powder at this stage and more gram flour, then you would have a softer, fluffier pakora. So instead of a softer, fluffier pakora, I want this to be nice and crisp. I want this also to cook quick. So if you're cooking something pakora quick, then it needs less water and less of the additional floury ingredients. Floury ingredients will take a bit longer to cook. So this is me adding the besan. I probably need to add just a little bit more. So I'll add just a little bit more, and then I'll throw in a little bit of water, which it looks like it will need some water just to get that a bit more sticky. Now you might be thinking that I'm just going to make the standard pakoras just now, but I have something which I'm going to show you, which is not designed, not made for pakoras, but I will use this to create my pakoras. So I'll give this a good mix. It's looking a bit better. Once that gets a bit sticky consistency, then it's ready to go. And then I'll put on my karahi onto the fire, get the fire nice and hot, get the oil cooking nicely, and once the oil is ready, we'll spoon up the pakora and get that fried and ready to go. So that's looking nice and sticky. I am feeling a little bit less of a consistency here, so I might just add a little bit more besan into this. So I'll use the back of the spoon just now. आप देख रहे होंगे मगरिब हो चुकी है. It's getting quite dark just now, but that's probably the best time to eat pakoras, when it's dark. They somehow taste a little bit nicer, and if you have some green chutney, makes it even nicer. You can check out my other video for how to make the green chutney. This will be very nice with the pakoras. So that's now ready, and what I'm going to show you is this box here, and this is a falafel ready to use mix, which I'm not going to use in here. The only reason why I purchased this is for the cutting mould, and I'll show you the cutting mould. I'll just open this box up, and I just want to use the actual mould to make my pakoras. That's this thing here, and this will be used to mould our pakoras into kind of party-sized, bite-sized pakoras. Instead of the usual pakoras that you've seen, this will be slightly different. Okay, so this is the mould which I'm going to use. It comes with a small kind of plastic spatula type thing as well, and this is what I'm going to use for making my pakoras. Okay, so I'm just going to give this just a quick rinse just to get it kind of ready. And although I haven't put my karahi on yet, once I put my karahi on with the oil, I'll kind of explain to you what I need to, how I'm going to create this. So this mould, just to show you the mould, it has a kind of spring lever on it, and what I will do is I will spoon up the pakora mix, add it to the mould, just to check. I'm just going to test to see if it's sticky enough for me. Maybe I need to add some more. Yeah, I probably need to add a little bit more raisin onto it, a little bit more gram flour. So that's what I'll do just now. Just add some more gram flour onto this. Just use this just to make it a little bit more sticky. I'd mix this in. Okay, that's looking a bit better, and if you look at this, as I lift this pakora up, this is the kind of stickiness that you want, the viscosity or stickiness or kind of feeling that you want from it. And the mould is ready, so let's just quickly test the mould again. So this is what I'll be doing, just adding these on to the mould and then spinning them on to the oil. चलो जी अब कढ़ाई चढ़ा लेते हैं ऊपर. So I'm putting the karahi on, and now I'm going to add the oil. Just let that heat up a little bit. So that should be enough oil for us. So the oil is ready. Now I'm just going to spoon in these pakoras using the mould. If you have a look at the way in which I'm just adding them to the mould, and then this just simply slide off onto the hot oil. Okay, that's the pakoras kind of nicely cooked up now, fried up. I am just going to break one off just to test. In fact, they should be cooked, but you don't need to break one off. Once they're this kind of brownish, kind of golden brown colour, they are ready, and you can hear they are crisped up really well. So I'll just take them out. Just shake off the oil from them. And as you can see, the shape of these pakoras is really nice. They're not like the shop bought ones or the ones that you traditionally are used to seeing. They have a nice kind of disc, party size kind of shape to them, which is the way we intended them to be. Okay, so that's your pakora ready to go, and as I said, you can have these with green chutney.